Hi children, once again welcome back to our English class. Do you remember the poems we discussed in the last class? I gave you an activity in the previous class. I hope you all did the activity. Did you send it to your class teacher? Very good. What was our activity? Yes, write a profile of Medha Patkar. Let us listen the answer of Ruduldev PS from GHSS Kodettur.
Medha Patkar. Medha Patkar was born on 1st December 1954 in Mumbai. Her father, Vasant Kanolkar, was a freedom fighter. Her mother, Indumati Kanolkar, was a gazetted officer in Post and Telegraph Department. Medha Patkar completed her MA from Tata Institute of Social Science. She is a PhD scholar. Medha Patkar is a social activist and chief icon of Narmada Bachao Andolan. Medha Patkar awarded Right Livelihood Awarded in 1991. She also received Goldman Environmental Prize in 1992.
കൊള്ളാം, ഇത് നന്നായി പ്രൊഫൈൽ അവതരിപ്പിച്ചു അല്ലേ? I hope now you get an idea of profile writing. Okay, then let us move on to the remaining part of the lesson. From the lesson, how far is the river? We discussed about a boy, physical features of the boy and the attitude of the boy. Okay, let me read the first 3 paragraphs from the textbook. How far is the river? Between the boy and the river stood a mountain. The boy was young and the river was small, but the mountain was big. The thickly forested mountain hid the river, but the boy knew it was there. He had never seen the river with his own eyes, but the villagers he had heard of it, of the fish in its waters and of its rocks. He wished to touch the water and know it personally. He stood in front of his house on the hill opposite the mountain and gazed across the valley, dreaming of the river. He was about 12 years old, a sturdy boy with untidy black hair and shining black eyes. He had fine features and a clear brown skin, but his hands and feet were rough and scratched. He was barefooted, not because he couldn't afford shoes, but because he liked the feel of warm stones and cool grass. വായിച്ചത് ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചല്ലോ. എന്നാൽ നമുക്ക് നമ്മുടെ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിലെ ആക്ടിവിറ്റി 8ലേക്ക് ഒന്ന് പോകാം. Please listen. He was about 12 years old, a sturdy boy with untidy black hair and shining black eyes. He had fine features and a clear brown skin, but his hands and feet were rough and scratched. He was barefooted, not because he couldn't afford shoes, but because he liked the feel of warm stones and cool grass. Did you read? What are the words used to describe the boy? Do you remember? We discussed about the boy. We understood the age of the boy. How old was the boy? Oh, yes. The boy was 12 years. Okay. What about his physical features? ഓർക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? Yes, he was a sturdy boy. What do you mean by sturdy boy? Sturdy boy means strongly built boy. Okay. What about the hair of the boy? You know? Okay, good. Untidy black hair. Listen. What about the eyes of the boy? Yes, black shining eyes. What about boy's skin? Oh, yes, brown skin. Could you tell me about the hands and feet of the boy? ഒന്ന് ഓർത്തു നോക്കിയേ, എങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു ബോയുടെ കൈകളും പാദങ്ങളും? ഓർക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? ഓ യെസ്, ഹാൻഡ്സ് ആൻഡ് ഫീറ്റ് വെയർ റഫ് ആൻഡ് സ്ക്രാച്ച്ഡ്. വാട്ട് ഡു യു മീൻ ബൈ സ്ക്രാച്ച്ഡ്? സ്ക്രാച്ച്ഡ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താ? സ്ക്രാച്ച്ഡ് മീൻസ് പരുപരുത്ത, മിനുക്കൊന്നും ഇല്ലാത്ത. ഓക്കെ, എന്നാ നിങ്ങളൊന്ന് പറഞ്ഞേ. Could you tell me about the hands and feet of the boy? Yes, hands and feet were rough and scratched. Are you following me? Then why the boy remained barefooted? എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് ബോയ് ചെരുപ്പ് ധരിക്കാൻ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെടാത്തെ? ഓർക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? Yes, the boy wanted to feel the warmth of stones and coolness of grass. മനസ്സിലായോ? നമ്മുടെ ബോയ് കല്ലിലും പുല്ലിലും ഒക്കെ ചവിട്ടി നടക്കുമ്പോൾ പ്രകൃതിയുടെ ഒരു ഫീൽ അവന് കിട്ടുന്നു. പ്രകൃതിയെ ഒന്ന് അറിയുവാൻ അവന് സാധിക്കുന്നു. നമ്മളെ പോലെ തന്നെ അവനും പ്രകൃതിയെ വല്ലാതെ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്നു. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഹി റിമെയിൻഡ് barefooted. Okay, then you just listen to next paragraph. It was 11 o'clock and he knew his parents wouldn't return home till evening. There was a loaf of bread he could take with him, and on the way he might find some fruits. Here was the opportunity he had waited for. His mother and father had gone to visit relatives for the entire day and had left him on his own. If he came home before dark, before they returned, they wouldn't know where he had been. He went into the house and wrapped the loaf in a newspaper. Then he closed all the doors and windows. The path to the river dropped steeply into the valley. Then rose and went round the big mountain. It was frequently used by the villagers, the woodcutters, milkmen, and mule drivers. But there were no villages beyond the mountain or near the river.
എന്താണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഈ പാരഗ്രാഫിൽ നിന്ന് മനസ്സിലായത്? May I ask you some questions? Yes. What all things did we understand from this paragraph? How did the boy get a chance to see the river? Do you understand my question? Yes. The boy's parents had gone to visit their relatives. They wouldn't return till evening. വൈകുന്നേരമേ അവന്റെ പേരൻസ് തിരിച്ചെത്തുകയുള്ളൂ. So the boy decided to see the river. Is it clear? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. The boy's parents had gone to visit their relatives. They wouldn't return till evening. So the boy decided to see the river. Okay. What information do you get about the path of the river? It goes steep to the valley. What do you mean by steep? എന്താ സ്റ്റീപ്പ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ? Yes, steep means കുത്തനെയുള്ള. It goes steep to the valley. Right? താഴ്വരയിലേക്ക് പോകുന്ന കുത്തനെയുള്ള വഴി. Okay, clear? What is the next idea you got about the path? It rose and went round the mountain. Yes, മലയെ ചുറ്റി പോകുന്ന വഴി. Okay? അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ടീച്ചർ ചോദിക്കട്ടെ? Okay. Who usually used this path? Yes, the villagers. Then, woodcutter. Then, milkman. Right? Then, the mule drivers. Very good. Who is a mule drivers? What is a mule? എന്താ മ്യൂൾ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ? മ്യൂൾ എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ കോവർ കഴുത. നിങ്ങൾ കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ടോ അതിനെ? കുതിരയും കഴുതയും കൂടി ചേർന്നുള്ള ഒരു രൂപം അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ. So, who is a mule driver? The one who drives a mule. എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് യാത്രയ്ക്കായി മ്യൂളിനെ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്? നല്ല റോഡില്ലാത്ത സ്ഥലങ്ങളിൽ ചരക്ക് കൊണ്ടുപോകുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയാണ് മ്യൂളിനെ കൂടുതലായി ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. Yes, it was for carrying goods. Let me read the next paragraph. Listen please.
The boy passed a woodcutter and asked him how far it was to the river. The woodcutter was a short but powerful man with a creased and weathered face and muscles that stood out in hard, ugly lumps. 7 miles, he said, which was fairly accurate. Why do you want to know? I am going to the river, said the boy. Alone? Of course. But it is too far. It will take you 3 hours to reach there. And then you have to come back. It will be getting dark. Besides, it is not an easy road. But I am a good walker, said the boy. though he had never walked further than the mile from his house to his school.
What do you understand from this paragraph? Here we get some idea of the woodcutter. What did the boy ask to the woodcutter? എന്തായിരിക്കും ബോയ് വുഡ്കട്ടറിനോട് ചോദിച്ചത്? Oh, yes, about the distance to the river. How did he looks like? വുഡ്കട്ടർ കാഴ്ചയിൽ എങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു? Yes, the woodcutter was a short but powerful man. How was his face? അവന്റെ മുഖം എങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു? Creased and weathered face. What do you mean by creased and weathered? ചുളു വന്ന് കരുവാളിച്ച് നിറം മങ്ങിയ ഫേസ്. ഓക്കെ, ക്രീസ്ഡ് മീൻസ് ചുളുങ്ങിയ, വെതേഡ് മീൻസ് കരുവാളിച്ച. ഓക്കെ, then what about the body of the woodcutter? His muscle stood out in hard ugly lumps. എങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു? നല്ല സ്ട്രോങ് മസിൽ. പക്ഷെ കാഴ്ചയിലോ നോട്ട് ഗുഡ് ലുക്കിംഗ്. ugly means not good looking. What idea did the boy get about the distance to the river? Yes, 7 miles. Okay. What idea did the boy get from woodcutter about the distance to the river? Yes, it will take 3 hours to reach the river. റിവറിൽ എത്തിച്ചേരാൻ എത്ര സമയം എടുക്കുമെന്നാണ് വുഡ്കട്ടർ പറഞ്ഞത്? Yes, 3 hours. Okay, it is not a easy round. What about the attitude of the boy? Did he feels very confident? Yes, the boy feels very confident. How can you prove it? The boy says that he is a good walker. Yes, the boy was very confident. അവന് നല്ല ആത്മവിശ്വാസം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ആത്മവിശ്വാസം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ വിജയത്തിലെത്താൻ സാധിക്കുകയുള്ളൂ, അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, ബാക്കി കഥയുമായി നമുക്ക് അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിൽ വീണ്ടും കാണാം. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു.